Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, continues to prove that he is tantamount to being Nostradamus, calling the future here. It's amazing, which is another reason that what he's been stating as far as IPOs in the world of crypto and blockchain coming, it's worth heeding his words here. So here's a headline from crypto media outlet You Today. Bold and brilliant. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse reacts to MicroStrategy's enormous Bitcoin bet. And you know it's big, right? When it's not just crypto media that picks this up. Here's a piece I'm going to run through from Fortune. This is Fortune.com. Software firm MicroStrategy makes a massive bet on Bitcoin with a $250 million purchase, and I'm going to show you what Brad Garlinghouse has stated within the last week or so, and just how it perfectly lines up with how the real world is just playing out, how things are unfolding in the real world. Lots to talk about in this video, but before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. If you do, that will tell the YouTube algorithm that you like this content, or at a minimum, you don't completely hate it, which, hey, I'll take that even. And the algorithm will then go ahead and push this video out onto more individuals, which I would certainly appreciate. It helps the channel to grow. And I have a blast doing this, so any support is always appreciated. And if not, thanks for stopping by regardless. But also go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because if you do, all of your wildest dreams will come true. Vote for Pedro. I got to start this video with a public service announcement, though, and this comes from Riley Freed. Actually, I got the, well. Actually, I want to thank Frecky. Frecky tagged me in this along with fellow XRP YouTubers, Jungle Inc. and the Digital Asset Investor. So thank you very much, Frecky. I do appreciate that. And it was Riley Freeman that put this out and tagged some others, not me, but some others within the space here, warning that there is a fake Chris Larson going around, and Riley Freeman writes, I already reported, but be on the lookout. I don't want anyone to fall victim to this, and given that I do have a platform that some people listen to, I want to go ahead and do my part anytime I can to prevent people from getting scammed here. And I'd actually seen this account at least one other time, but I didn't know that it had been reaching out en masse to XRP community members here. So you can see it's @ Chris Larson SF_. That is fake. That is not him. He's in all likelihood not going to reach out for you, so please just don't fall for it. Chris Larson, of course, is the co-founder of Ripple. So there we go. All right, so let's jump into this. And Brad Garlinghouse, he tweeted something out today, which I'm going to jump to, but while he retweeted this, or tweeted this comment out today, he also retweeted something from August 3rd, which is exactly on this topic, or at least part of it is. So I want to run through this. This is from our August 3rd, and part of it had to do with the idea of a crypto supplanting the United States dollar as a global reserve, but also just the broader trust issue having to do with the United States dollar and fiat currency. And so here's what he wrote, and this is why I'm just like, my gosh, Brad Garlinghouse freaking nailing this, and you'll see why. So here's what he wrote. Thread on the United States dollar as the world's reserve currency has been the backbone of global financial infrastructure, and that position isn't going to disappear in favor of gold / the yuan, crypto, any other asset anytime soon. But is it weaker today? Yes. And I firmly agree with that point. I covered this in a previous video, so I'm going to breeze through this because I already gave analysis on it. But he then wrote, a year ago, many decried crypto as a scam, and now a majority of governments are looking seriously at blockchain. It addresses frictions, i.e. settlement, transparency, etc., that were assumed very hard to solve before. Crypto is up 80%, while the United States dollar is down 3% year to date. Now listen, this is the third tweet in this thread. It's the third and final one in this thread, and this is the relevant one, the most relevant one out of all of it. As Thomas Lee, who runs Fundstrat, by the way, said, it comes down to trust in the financial system. At the end of the day, as global populations continue to lose confidence in fiat currencies, as we're seeing with the United States dollar, they will choose to diversify. Our future global financial system will do the same. And now what we look today. Look at this freaking news. This is why Brad Garlinghouse, I'm like, I'm impressed with it. Especially the timing of it. He said that just a week ago. Take a look at this. This is the tweet from Brad Garlinghouse today. And he writes, as I was saying, crypto shines like gold. MicroStrategy's move to diversify in favor of digital assets is bold and brilliant. One of the first companies to do so, but they certainly won't be the last. And so that's what I'm going to put out a separate video in the coming days just talking about on this topic, just how we are in extremely early days and how we should all be very thankful, in my opinion, that we came across this asset class when we did. I've been here since November 2017, so almost 3 years, but I wish I'd known about it even earlier than that. And also, to be clear, and I do need to state this, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a financial background, so you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. Just want to be super duper clear about that. I just like to share my opinions, and it's fun talking on this topic because I'm an enthusiast and member of the XRP community, and it's fun to do this and make YouTube videos and engage with the community, so that just to be clear. Now, here's the piece from Fortune, and this is actually a pretty big freaking deal. Check this out. Software firm MicroStrategy makes a massive bet on Bitcoin with a $250 million purchase. Now, I absolutely am of the mindset that there's going to be, if you fast forward, say, a decade, maybe there will be, like Dan Morat of Pantera Capital stated, maybe there will be 8 to 10 cryptocurrencies that have some sort of staying power for various use cases. I don't know what the final number is going to be. It could be less, could be more, whatever. But you get the concept. You don't need over 5,000, right? As long as XRP continues to see real-world adoption, I suspect they're going to be one of them. And I certainly suspect that if that's the case, then you're going to see businesses like this continue to diversify, and it won't just be Bitcoin, it would be XRP as well. I'm willing to make that prediction. I just don't make price predictions. But yeah, in terms of actual diversification increasing amongst, even if you're just talking about the United States, I think worldwide, but even just the United States, absolutely. I think you're going to see not just Bitcoin, but XRP be purchased as well. So let's take a look here. MicroStrategy, a Virginia-based business intelligence software company that trades on the NASDAQ, announced on Tuesday it has acquired 21,454 Bitcoin, what it describes as a capital allocation strategy. What? Isn't that crazy? I thought this whole Bitcoin was a Ponzi scam thing. What's going on here? These crazy guys. The move is a novel one for a publicly traded firm. Yeah, that's a big deal. This is not some private company. This is publicly traded, so you can imagine the additional scrutiny that is associated with such a move. But they did it anyway. And if I had to guess, it could perhaps go well for them. We shall see. While many companies put surplus capital into bonds and other investments as part of their treasury management strategies, a bet of this size on Bitcoin is all but unheard of. Investing in the cryptocurrency world, investing in the cryptocurrency would provide not only a reasonable hedge against inflation, but also the prospect of earning a higher return than other investments, said the company in a statement. MicroStrategy, which was founded in 1989, has a market cap of around $1.2 billion and posted a profit of $34 million in 2019. Its clients reportedly include big retailers like Pepsi, Adidas, while IBM and Oracle are among its competitors. MicroStrategy's decision to plow $250 million into Bitcoin may amount to more than a capital allocation strategy. Barry Silbert, the founder of crypto conglomerate DCG, noted on Twitter that the move could serve to tie MicroStrategy's valuation to Bitcoin. And so here's what he tweeted out. MicroStrategy, a $1.2 billion company, just turned itself into a publicly traded Bitcoin play. Smart. Well, not surprising. He's on board with that, right? He's a sharp guy. I like Barry Silbert. But if investors equate MicroStrategy's valuation with Bitcoin's performance, it would not be the only company in this position. The online retailer Overstock is also heavily invested in crypto, a strategy that may have buoyed its share price even as its core business slumps. The strategy could pay off if Bitcoin prices, which have rallied in recent months, continue to rise. After slumping for most of 2019, the cryptocurrency has risen to around $12,000 in August. Now, these are not idiots, right? And so while there's no guarantee that their investment will pay off, and admittedly, I always acknowledge this, investing in crypto is high risk, but that's part of what makes it fun. I'm happy to have skin in the game here. And I'm very confident. Me saying it's high risk is not me saying I'm not confident. I'm highly confident. I'm just acknowledging it's high risk. There's not a ton of history, and I could be wrong. I just don't think I'm wrong, but we shall see. And at some point in the future, I'll have the benefit of hindsight. I'm just saying. Right now, I don't know. But, like I said, these people are not stupid, so the timing of this, even, like, you're never going to, not literally, but almost nobody's going to time the bottom or the top of a market cycle perfectly, but these people absolutely understand market cycles, okay? They understand, they have to believe if they're jumping in now, that this is the right time. This is the time to do it, and they think that their investment is going to be worth substantially more in the future. So, look at what people do, not just what they say, right? How people act is more important. This is a strong indication from this publicly traded company that they have high confidence. Now, many crypto boosters believe the price increase is tied to the flood of money printed by central bankers in recent months as countries try to stave off the economic crisis triggered by the pandemic. Unlike national currencies, Bitcoin has a finite supply of 21 million, which makes it a hedge against inflation akin to gold in the view of Silbert and others. MicroStrategy disclosed the Bitcoin purchase in an SEC filing this week. The filing, or Tuesday's press release, does not disclose how or where MicroStrategy obtained the Bitcoins. So there you go. It's happening. And again, like I said, I think that other cryptocurrencies are going to increasingly be a part of this. Institutional money is coming in. We saw, and I reported on this, it might have been a week and a half, 2 weeks or so ago at this point, but there was a report from Fidelity, yes, that Fidelity, the monstrous one, that out of their sample size of 800 respondents, of institutional investors, 36% of them had invested in cryptocurrency or derivatives, which are really just representations of the cryptocurrency. So they're contracts associated with that. That's massive. That's over a third of institutional investors that responded. And that's a reasonable sample size, too. Where do you think this is all going? And look, we got here before the vast majority of institutional investors and retail investors the world over. Less than 1% of humans own Bitcoin and even fewer own XRP. I'm willing to sit and hold. And if I'm wrong, fine. And I'll eat it, but I don't think I am. I am Mr. XRP Bull. And I'm going to keep on hanging out, and I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to out-patient anyone else. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!